There comes a point in our lives where we ask ourselves, why are we here? What are we meant to do on this plane of existence? Are there other planes of existence? Was there a creator? Did this being become the universe? Or is it separate from the universe? Is there an infinity beyond what we can comprehend? We may look into space and not be able to see a so-called end. Or we may look into our imagination and the images we find do not seem to have an end. Our mind seems to crank further and further into whatever train of thought we pursue. But these are minor infinities. And we start to question if there's greater infinities. And indeed there are, brothers and sisters. There are greater infinities beyond us, beyond what we see in our capabilities, beyond what we see as our domain as human beings. As mortals, we find ourselves at a loss for knowledge, for time on this planet, for time in life, for knowing the people we love, and for getting to know others we don't know yet. There seems to be so little time for us to find ourselves on this planet. Yet that is the task we are working towards. At least those of us who start to realize our position are working towards. There's far too much hate in the world. Now this is a cliche, but there's far too much hate because people are afraid. Everyone who hates is afraid of being wrong, of being slighted by somebody else, of not being able to defend themselves in this or that way, or to not be able to take a situation that is foreign and turn it into something that is familiar. Human beings in general, we have a very privileged position on this planet, but we should not take it lightly. We should not assume that we've reached the highest state of consciousness just because we're the most intelligent beings that the most of us know of on this planet. We should take hold of what we have and increase it. We should become spiritual gangsters, if you will, constantly trying to use what we have to make more, whether it be knowledge, whether it be prana, traversing the chakras along the spine, whether it be the small bits of knowledge we grew up with, but going deeper in them, going deeper in our own religion and spirituality that perhaps we've had our whole lives or perhaps we've just found. Delving so deep into it that we lose the edges of our body, we lose the conception of us being separate from the path, and we become the path that we walk. Can you become the path that you walk? Can you find a path where you can truly fall into it, like falling into the void beyond the knowledge that we hold most dear? Because once we expand upon what we know, the truths that we hold most dear, we start to realize their true majesty. So be brave, brothers and sisters. Dive into yourselves, dive into your path, and use the time you have here to help others and yourself move forward in life. Thank you very much, and all of you, have a great day.